Before I get into it, I just want to say this. I'm sharing this story to offer comfort, not to convince anyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But if you've been missing someone and you've been wondering whether those little moments mean anything, I hope this helps. Have you ever felt a sudden brush of air, heard a sound in an empty house, or caught a scent that instantly brought someone back to you? Those little moments can feel so small, almost easy to dismiss. But they can also feel incredibly personal, like something is trying to get your attention. And if you experience that, you might go back and forth between, was that something? And, okay, I'm probably just imagining it. Recently, I was having a phone conversation with a friend of mine, someone who's deeply connected to spirit, and she also happened to be a guest on one of my podcast episodes. We were in that familiar flow where the conversation starts out normal, catching up, laughing a little, sharing what's been going on. And because she's so spiritually tuned in, a part of me assumed the conversation would be more about her experiences, what she senses, what she picks up, and how she navigates it all. But then something unexpected happened. As she was speaking, I started noticing these little interruptions in my awareness. Images, impressions, almost like a quiet nudge from the side. It wasn't loud or dramatic. It was more like a gentle insistence. The way a thought repeats itself until you finally stop and pay attention. And with each minute that passed, it felt like the space around us got fuller and like the air had weight to it. Like the conversation had a third presence listening in. I realized I was seeing her loved ones who had passed, family members from her past stepping forward in that subtle way spirit often does. At first, I did what I think a lot of us do. I tried to talk myself out of it. I thought, just listen, don't interrupt. So I stayed present, nodded along, and let her share her story. While I quietly sorted out through what I was sensing on my side of the conversation. But there came a point where I couldn't hold it back any longer. You know that feeling when something keeps tapping you on the shoulder until it's almost impossible to ignore? That's what it was like. My chest got tight, my mind kept circling back to the same impressions, and I could feel this gentle pressure like, please say it, please let her know. So I paused and I said something along the lines of, okay, I need to share what I'm getting right now. And I want you to picture how delicate that moment can be. Because you don't want to project, you don't want to lead, and you don't want to scare someone. You just want to speak from what's coming through with respect. So I kept it gentle. I described the feeling of certain family members being close, the way her presence felt, steady, familiar, and I asked her to tell me if any of it landed rather than me trying to make it fit. And as I spoke, it felt like I was translating a language made of emotion and memory. Not a list of facts, more like a specific kind of love, a certain way of showing support, a sense of, I'm still watching over you, and that unmistakable feeling of someone stepping forward to be acknowledged. I mentioned a few themes I was picking up, family dynamics, important moments she's carried, childhood memories, and other things only she could have known. And here's the part that still gives me the chills, in the best way. As I validated some of what she'd experienced, she went quiet for a second, and then everything clicked, not in a convince me kind of way, but in a deep, immediate recognition where your whole body just knows. There was no forcing it, no trying to prove anything, just two people sitting there realizing at the exact same time that love doesn't end when someone passes. Spirit was present with us, and it felt undeniable. After we hung up, I kept thinking about how easy it is to miss those moments. We're busy, we're tired, we're trying to be logical, and sometimes we talk ourselves out of the very things that are meant to comfort us. But that conversation reminded me, Spirit doesn't always come through with flashing lights or loud sounds. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's ordinary. And that's what makes it so powerful. So the next time you feel that brush of air, hear a small noise when no one's home, notice a sound that instantly reminds you of someone, or catch a scent you associate with a person you miss. Pause. Don't rush to explain it. Just give it a moment. You don't have to be a medium. You don't have to get it right. You don't have to see a full image or hear an actual voice. Sometimes it's quieter than that. A memory that drops in out of nowhere. A warm feeling in your chest. A gentle pressure in the room. A dream that feels unusually real. A song that plays at the exact moment you needed it. Repeating numbers you keep noticing. Or a sudden wave of peace that doesn't match what was happening a second earlier. Whatever it is, if it feels familiar, if it feels like love, let yourself consider that it might be a simple hello. And just to be clear, if something ever feels heavy, scary, or even overwhelming, it's okay to ground yourself first. Take a breath. Put your feet on the floor. Turn on a light. Call a friend. Do whatever helps your nervous system feel safe. Connection should feel supportive, not destabilizing. If you want to validate it, keep it simple and make it yours. Step 1, acknowledge it. You can say it out loud. You can whisper it or even think it. I feel you. I know you're here. Thank you for being close. Step 2, open your heart for a second. Not to force a message, just to receive love. Step 3, close the moment with intention. You can stay near, but please come gently. Or, thank you, please give me peace. There's no perfect script, just sincerity. In my experience, recognition softens the space and makes the connection feel clearer. And listen. If your beliefs are different, that's okay. You don't have to label it. You can call it intuition, memory, love, energy, God, the universe, whatever feels true for you. The point is this, don't dismiss the comfort that shows up. Don't talk yourself out of what your heart recognizes. Let it count. If this resonates with you, click like and subscribe. And please tell me in the comments, what's the sign you've experienced that you can't quite explain, but also can't forget? Was it a scent, a song, a dream, a sound, a timing that felt impossible to ignore? I read your stories, and you're not alone in this. And if you've been doubting what you see, hear, feel, or sense lately, let this be your reminder. Slow down, acknowledge it, and trust what you feel.